Welcome to Polk Today. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and today is Tuesday, November 4th, 2014. It's a meeting day for the Polk County Board of County Commissioners. Now, a proclamation designating November 2014 as Hospice and Palliative Care Month, approval of a construction contract with Rodham Development Incorporated to remodel the Fire Rescue Headquarters and Training Building, cost of $204,540. It's a one-time expense. And adopting a resolution authorizing an amendment to the fiscal year 2014 utilities operating budget, $103,378,097 increase in the utilities operation budget revenues and expenses are just a few of the things on the agenda. Now, the meeting kicks off at 9 o'clock in the BOCC boardroom and is broadcast right here on PGTV. Today is also General Election Day 2014. If you have not already voted by mail or early in person, you can vote at your polling location until 7 this evening. Now, to find out your polling location, you can go to the Supervisor of Elections website at polkelections.com. We will have election results for you tomorrow morning. We start off today's show, though, with a look at Building a Healthier Polk. Building a Healthier Polk is a group of community partners brought together by Polk Vision, who are working towards the goal of reducing the obesity rate in Polk County. A reduction in the obesity rates in Polk County aligns with the Florida State Health Improvement Plans and the Healthy People 2020 goals. Communications specialist Andy Arell has a look at tips in avoiding the flu.
Andy Arell with your weekly Health Watch, brought to you by the Polk County Indigent Healthcare Division's Polk Healthcare Plan. With flu season being a serious problem in Polk County, it's important to remember to take these 3 steps to help prevent catching and spreading the bug. Number 1, take the time to get a flu vaccine. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends a yearly flu vaccine as the first and most important step in protecting against flu viruses. Individuals with a higher risk of getting the flu include young children, pregnant women, people with chronic health conditions such as asthma, diabetes, heart and lung disease, and people over the age of 65. Number 2, take everyday preventative actions to stop the spread of the germs. Flu-like symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, body aches, headaches, chills, and fatigue. If you feel any of these, make sure that you're washing your hands often. Try to avoid close contact with other sick people. And when sick, stay home and away from coworkers for at least 24 hours. And don't forget to cover your nose and mouth with a tissue when you cough or sneeze. And as soon as you're done using that tissue, throw it into the trash and wash your hands again. Number 3, take flu antiviral drugs if your doctor prescribes them. Antiviral drugs are different from antibiotics and not available over the counter. If your doctor prescribes an antiviral drug, make sure you take the full dosage as directed, even if your symptoms subside.
Heartland Crime Stoppers is an organization that helps law enforcement resolve crimes through anonymous tips and monetary awards. It encourages a cooperative partnership between law enforcement, the media, and the community to ensure security and enhance our quality of life. In 2013, there were 2,053 tips received and 209 arrests made, with 173 cases cleared and over $70,500 in total rewards paid out. Now, here's a look at 3 armed robbery suspects that the Lakeland Police Department wants you to be on the lookout for.
On October 21st, 2014, at approximately 1:47 a.m., the Lakeland Police Department responded to an armed robbery at the Ramada Inn, 3260 Highway 98 North in Lakeland. The off-duty clerk advised that 3 masked men rushed through the front door of the hotel and demanded him to turn around, shut up, and face the wall. The clerk said that they then demanded money from the register, and he handed them the cash drawer. The 3 suspects fled out of the front door in an unknown direction. The clerk was not injured in this robbery. A video surveillance system captured the robbery as well as the suspect's vehicle. The vehicle is described as a silver or gold-colored Ford F-150 crew cab with chrome steps and a sliding rear window. Suspect number 1 was described as being 6 foot tall, skinny, wearing a black hoodie, tan pants, black mask, and gloves, and armed with a small handgun. Suspect number 2 was 6 foot, skinny, wearing black pants, black hoodie, and a white Halloween mask, possibly a Scream mask, white gloves, and armed with a silver handgun. Suspect number 3 was 6 foot, heavy-set, approximately 200 to 220 pounds, wearing a black hoodie, black pants, and gloves. Anyone with information on this or any other case, please call Heartland Crime Stoppers at 1-800-226-TIPS. That's 1-800-226-8477. Callers will remain anonymous and could be eligible for a cash reward of up to $3,000 if the tip leads to an arrest, the recovery of stolen property, or the recovery of illegal drugs or narcotics. You can also leave a web tip at www.heartlandcrimestoppers.com or text your tip by typing tip 196 plus the tip information and send it to crimes, that is 274637. You can also download the Tip Submit app to your smartphone. No matter how you make the tip, they are all anonymous with no recording of any conversations, no caller ID, no tracing of your computer's IP address. We won't ask your name, where you live, or how you got the information. Make the call. Make a difference.
Staying on top of the events here at Polk today includes a look at the weather for the latest forecast conditions and a look at what's happening in the tropics. We take you to the Emergency Operations Center with EOC Coordinator Billy Abernathy. Good morning, Billy.
Thanks, Brian. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bill Abernathy, Polk County Emergency Management, and this is your weather brief for Tuesday, November 4th, 2014. Be sure to get out and vote today. Today is Election Day. For today, we can expect partly sunny skies, high of 80, low of 62, humidity at 94%. Winds will be from the north at 6 to 16 miles per hour with a 23-mile-an-hour gust on occasions. UV will be at a 6 on a scale from 1 to 10, so be sure to wear some SPF 30 or above and some protective clothing. There's no precipitation scheduled anywhere in the forecast except for maybe Thursday night into early Friday morning, so there's no excuses not to get out today and go and vote. And for Wednesday, we can expect partly sunny skies, high of 84, low of 65. Winds will be from the east at 6 to 14 miles per hour with a gust of 20 miles per hour on occasions. And for Thursday, mostly sunny skies, high of 85, low of 62. Winds will be from the south at 5 miles per hour. We'll have a 20% chance of precipitation Thursday night, maybe early Friday morning as this next front comes through. So we'll see which one that is. And now to the allergy report. Today's predominant pollens are at a moderate range for ragweed, grasses, and elms. Pollen levels will remain to a moderate range, more stable with the stable temperatures. And now to the tropics. Currently, emergency management is monitoring 2 areas. The first area, identified with the yellow circle, is a low pressure system that's expected to develop over northern part of Hispaniola, probably about 100 miles off the coast. This system could acquire some tropical characteristics before moving to the north and then eventually to the northeast away from the United States mainland. As this system is probably going to merge with a frontal boundary that's coming across the United States as we talk now. In 48 hours, this system has a 0% chance of development, and in 5 days at 10%, which is downgraded from yesterday at a 20%. And the second area, identified with a white circle, is a monsoon trough. This system is located in the central Atlantic. This system stretches from the coast of Africa all the way to the coast of Guyana, which is in South America. Moderate convection is associated with this system. No tropical development is expected for this system in the next 48 hours. I'm Bill Abernathy, Polk County Emergency Manager from the Emergency Operations Center. Go out and vote, you guys and gals. I'll see you back here tomorrow on PGTV. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Billy. Hey, PGTV is Polk County's government access cable TV channel. Our programming allows residents easier access to county government meetings and local programming. Now, one such program is the Commissioner's Report. The purpose of the show is to educate and connect the public with the Board of County Commissioners. The show highlights current government news, the way the county functions, and how the County Commission is making a difference in the lives of Polk County residents. District 4 Commissioner Todd Dantzler is on scene at Legoland with host Jim DeGennaro.
Commissioner, back in 2004, the Board of County Commissioners worked with the state and Wild Adventures theme park to secure forever part of the old Cypress Gardens. Can you please tell us what happened back in those days, Commissioner?
Sure, Angus. Back in the day, under a deal that even, Jeb Bush, our governor at the time, acknowledged would only happen in Florida, the governor and the cabinet, they voted to spend about $11 million of the state's environmental land buying funds for a conservation easement on the 150-acre Polk County Park. The easement severely limits the land's future development. It doesn't prohibit it, but it really controls what they're able to do. The vote was the final step in a complex $20.5 million deal that was aimed at preserving Florida's first theme park while updating it enough to draw enough tourists to keep it open. Then the Polk County Commission spent $2.5 million to buy the 30 acres comprising the park's botanical gardens to the north, and the Trust for Public Land and other nonprofit land conservation group, they carried a $7 million mortgage for the new operator, Kent Boucher, who was the owner of Wild Adventures theme park in Valdosta. So it was a fantastic deal that had a lot of moving parts, that had a lot of components that people got together. They had one vision to make this thing happen, and they did. I think it was one of the finest examples of government at its best, preserving something that had this. And now on this site, we've got this beautiful resort. We've got a wonderful theme park that's been expanding. They've been incredible neighbors and a big part of the community in East Polk County.
Thank you. And Adrian, now that you all own the property, what is your responsibility for maintaining the original gardens?
When we took this site, I went on record of saying it's probably the most beautiful Legoland park in the world. And having the botanical gardens and all the natural trees and the beauty that was Cypress Gardens really gave the park character. It gave it a lived-in look, as we term it in Merlin. So I think firstly it's our responsibility to not only maintain the gardens, and we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to maintain it with our landscape team, also to refurbish and reopen old areas like the Florida Pool and the Oriental Gardens that we opened last year. And we continue to look at ways of how we can bring more visitors into the gardens without endangering the makeup and the fabric of the botanical gardens. And recently we've just installed gas mains beneath the banyan tree, basically so we can heat it during January, so the banyan tree doesn't succumb to the frosts that we have very rarely, but we do get them.
Hey, that's going to do it for today's show. As a reminder to keep current with programs or progress in the county, it's as simple as visiting us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And you can also check out the Polk County YouTube channel. I invite you to join us tomorrow when we'll take a look at election results, learn about housing and urban development, and we'll feature an upcoming Toys for Tots event. For Polk Today, I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and we'll see you tomorrow.